Hi, everyone. Welcome. Okay, I'm on. Just wanted to make sure I don't want what happened to me the other day happen again. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me, and thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. Hi, Teresa, Ron, Linda. Thank you for your help. Uh, if you like the channel, please subscribe, and also don't forget to tap on the notification bell. The first thing. Oh, did you guys hear? There is. Well, I wasn't surprised. I read right before I came on, there is a 33-year-old young woman of Russian descent or Russian or something to that effect who has been mingling at Mar-a-Lago. Are we surprised, anyone? And like I said yesterday, what we are hearing so far is only the tip of the iceberg. And I want to say, please, if you hear anything about the document, I'm just curious. Let me know, post what you hear. I'd be happy to, just a little blurb about what they say about it. Well, not enough time to read it. But anyway, I want to say that there is more to come when it comes to, intuitively, I feel there's going to be more to come about people, Russians or their proxies who have infiltrated Mar-a-Lago, and I feel like saying our intelligence agencies are aware. Okay, they decided to put this one out just to give people a little taste of the dangers that Trump poses to this country. That's why this is in the news. But there is a lot more, like I've said before, that we don't know about that is to come. And that's what's going to cause a lot of people to jump. Well, they've already backing away from Trump, like I said, I believe yesterday. Okay. But that's really going to cause, people to really run away from him once those news, like when they find out about the intelligence agencies are aware, but other people are not aware. Okay, cause people to really jump ship on him, and I feel like saying this is not making him feel very good today. And let me tell you guys, Trump and his family were fully aware, okay, that given the area where they live at, there are tons of Russians. Not all Russians are spies, but Trump has been in business with these people, okay. There are some pretty wealthy Russians in the area, and I mean oligarchs. I don't mean just regular Russians who work there, behinds off to make a dime and live, decent life like the rest of us. I mean oligarchs or their friends who have infiltrated Mar-a-Lago. And it's not that the Trump don't know. They know. It's because just like Kushner at one point had no qualm about trying to find a backdoor way to communicate with Russia, that somehow died out. We don't know, but our intelligence communities know. If they use an alternative means of staying in contact with Russia, with Putin basically, okay, or the Putin regime, because Putin's goal was to help Trump change our government to something similar to what he has in Russia. That's why everything belongs to Trump while he was in the White House. Mine, my generals, my military, yeah. So the Trumps were fully aware that among them were either proxies of the Putin regime or outright spies that were going through that space. And again, this morning I read, as I was reading about that young lady that got caught. Well, like I said, she's a lightweight, intuitively I feel. The entrance to Mar-a-Lago, yes, they have, Secret Service people. As far as I can tell, that there were 3 gates, but no, there were 4 gates. But now, 1, 2, 3, 4. But there was a small one. It seems like they cemented it or closed it, something. But in the back of the property, it's the beach. It's like the ocean is back there. Okay. So the notion that, and also from what I understand, according to I'll answer your question in a few seconds, Teresa Horsley. According to reports, the Secret Service people they have at the gate are not Trump's employees. They are simply there to make sure that of his safety, and they're not there to check whether people coming in and out are members. So, what they do is a cursory check that you're not carrying weapons. I've seen, every time I drive there, I have videos and people go in and out. I never see a line. They can't check cars in that area. Too much. The traffic is too much. I mean, it's not like it's heavy, but it's constant. It would have made a mess of that area if they were to check everyone that's going to go in there. So the notion that it's a safe place, that is not true. Just like that young lady was able to. That's what we know so far. I feel there's more, but a lot of those people, they were able to gain access. And if you have, a few $100,000 to spread around or more, I don't feel anyone is going to stop you. That's intuitively, that's the way I perceive the place. Every time I drive by, I try to get a sense of the energy. Okay. Oops. Teresa Horsley is asking, do you feel that a mole put a very tiny camera around Mar-a-Lago? Real tiny? They have better ways of doing this, but I can't go into this. But there are ways of surveilling Mar-a-Lago that I don't. And the way I know is because I have an electronic background, and I'm not an expert in spying equipment or what's available in the market, but I can tell you one thing. Our government has a lot better stuff than we can even imagine. So, real tiny cameras, that's one thing. But there's a lot involved here. And yes, one day it will come out, and that's what's going to nail Trump. A bunch of idiots. He's going to see. In any event, and also, guys, do you remember I said, when I believe I repeated it yesterday, that Ray and Garland are chuckling. They chuckle every time, Trump make a stupid statement or say something dumb, like asking that the search warrant, whatever it is, be released. Those guys, they know they have the goods on Trump. They don't care about they do care about what the judge says, but they're going to make it so that whatever comes out is not going to help Trump at all in the eyes of the public. Okay? But they're not going to release anything that's going to give Trump or his enabled or the lawyers around him. Oh God, I just think about something. Any idea of who's helping the government, how the government is finding out about everything that they're going to find out that the government is aware of. They're not going to know. None of that is going to be out. But what I feel is what's coming out is not going to help Trump. That's what I feel. In any event, they are already releasing attack ads on Charlie Crist. Yes, I'll go to that in a second. So Trump is going to have an uncomfortable coming few weeks. Because thank you very much, Teresa Osley, for your generosity on the super chat. I appreciate it. It's not going to look good for Trump at all. And like I said, he's been meeting, according to reports, he's been meeting with his attorneys just because he's terrified, like I've been saying. And I posted something to validate that what I've been saying. Yeah. He knows what he's done. He knows what he took, because he had an order as far as what his masters, his foreign masters, the Putin of this world, wanted from him. Yeah, that's what's happening. And, somebody posted something about me talking the way I talk about Russia in the stream, and they told me that, well, the person was trying to insinuate that the reason why Putin is doing what he's doing is because he feels like the West is basically pushing him to do what he's doing. I don't feel this argument has any leg to stand on, because you can fight military to military, but killing civilians and kids, old people, has nothing to do. First of all, it's a lie. The West, who wants to be friends with Russia? It's a dictatorship. No one wants to be around you. How many people want to go to China to live? And, the way what's his name? Xi is transforming the government. No one wants to live under those type of government. That's why people will come to America, or they'll go to Europe or to Canada. So the notion that it's the West's fault is a myth. And also, Putin is a killer. Biden was right. Killing innocent people for no reason. The person said they're not going to watch us anymore. If you are a friend of Putin or you're a Putin supporter, I don't need you to watch my channel. I don't need your support. I mean it. I don't care. I don't even remember the name of the person who posted it. I deleted it. It's not my thing to support somebody who's killing innocent people. And now he's trying to threaten the world with a nuclear plant. It's not going to work. Putin is buying time. He's going to lose. He's going to be executed by Russians. That's my prediction for whoever posted this who supports Putin. I don't need you. Thank you very much, Budika, for your generosity and the super chat. I appreciate it. Let me look at my stuff. That reminds me of that pregnant woman that got killed for no reason. It annoys me. Okay. I have to again the next reference is somebody posted something about DeSantis. He's already attacking Crist. Again, he has that Russian woman working for him, and that's why he's behaving like a little Mussolini, just like Trump was trying to do. And there is some guy they call in Arizona, they call Blake Masters, I believe that's his name, who is changing everything. He said after he won the primary, he supported, he was anti women reproductive rights. Now he changed his mind, and the same thing is going to happen with DeSantis if he were to become the Republican candidate in 24, I don't feel that's going to happen. I don't feel he's going to be able to survive the onslaught that's coming, because I don't feel Trump is going to run. All those guys who are going to be on stage with him will devour him. And the next reference is, we've had a taste of Trump. Yes, there's a minority of this in this country who would like, or who would mind that people like Trump and DeSantis change our form of government. But that's not going to happen. That's my prediction. They're going to lose. And DeSantis listening to that Russian woman, Pushor, if I'm correct, okay, who's teaching DeSantis to be like Papa Doc, Saddam Hussein, Fidel Castro, and all those people. It's not going to happen. And yes, you can instruct DeSantis all you want, but DeSantis becoming anything more than Florida's governor, Americans are watching, and no, they don't want what DeSantis has to sell. He's not going to make it. And you can watch right now, I mentioned that guy, Blake Masters, in Arizona. Watch what's going to happen to him. He's trying to change the everything now. Everything he supported a few weeks ago, now he wants to change it to attract people in the center and maybe some Democrats. That's not going to happen. The notion that you want full control of women's reproductive rights, suppressing minorities, promote yourself, rig everything so that you stay in power forever, just like you have Leonard Leo with $1.6 billion to spend. They've already won in some ways with the Supreme Court, but I feel the Supreme Court is not feeling very easy these days. They feel like they're not respected, which is good, and the light is being shone on them. They're not very comfortable because there's going to be a lot of questions around people, the last three who made it to the Supreme Court. We haven't found out yet how they got there and how, from what Kavanaugh's debt, who erased his debts. There's a lot to come out. So the minority control dream that Republicans have, my prediction is it will fail. The dream they have of changing our form of government will fail. Yes, we're going through, those of you who are familiar with astrology, through a Pluto return, but everything is in chaos. But we will come out stronger in the future. That's my prediction. As far as Charlie Crist, I feel like saying Charlie Crist stands a very good chance of beating DeSantis, because I don't know, I think I mentioned it the other day. I was looking at his chart, and Pluto was making an aspect with his ascendant. I'm sure a lot of astrologers are watching. I was looking, I forgot the name of the report I was looking at, but that means change for him, and I feel the change is going to be positive. I have not had a chance to go back to it, to take a look at it, but intuitively, I feel like saying I'd be surprised if DeSantis were to be reelected, because just like Blake Masters in Arizona, he's not going to be able to erase his record, and also his arrogance. Did you guys hear what he said yesterday? He said that somebody should throw Dr. Fauci across the Potomac. Americans are not into that stuff. And if he can say that about Dr. Fauci, who spent his entire life dedicated to the service of this country and also help. I remember, well, the first time I saw him on TV was when AIDS blew up, like I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And some of the stuff that he was saying, I was like, oh my God, this can't be, but he was right. But the usual Republican way of destroying somebody's reputation, that's what's going on. And they're not going to get away with it. And DeSantis, as far as I can tell right now, if things changes, I'll tell you guys, the energy is not with him. He has shown us who he is, and a lot of Americans believe him and know. If Trump was reelected, I would say he stood a chance. Yes, he's very popular among Republicans, but that's about it. Not when you want to control people. Right now, guys, in all those red states, who they have, freedom to carry guns everywhere. People don't talk anymore. If you driving and you may do something inadvertently, you don't even realize if you made a mistake, which is very possible. We all make mistakes. You just hope it's not fatal or you don't hit somebody's car. Yesterday, there's a guy, he shot another driver. I'm reading this every day in the news right now. It's not only in red states, but it's happening more and more in red states. People just pull their guns and they shoot you. And I've said that a while back about allowing people to carry gun that like Abbott was promoting and DeSantis is doing in Florida as well. It's going to have dire consequences in the not too distant future. Something is going to have to be done. But the rest of America is not into, even a lot of people in Florida, they don't want to have anything to do with guns. I don't want to be, if I have to, I'll buy one, I'll carry one, I'll become an expert at whatever type it is I get. But I'm not interested in buying a gun. I want to save my money so I can buy my favorite toys. Who needs a gun? But people like DeSantis and Putin, I feel like saying, America have seen you, and we believe you. We see what you have in stock for us, the rest of us, who don't believe on how you are governing Florida. This is not going to happen. You're not going to become president. That's my prediction. Okay, let me answer some questions. Karen Walsh says, when did Republicans become so weird and crazy? Have they always been this way, or is it a recent development? I feel a lot of Republicans have been that way, not all of them. Because this is not something that Trump started. But intuitively, I don't have good examples for this. People like that 90-year-old, his name is Side. He is the owner of that Trip Light company I told you guys about yesterday. Those types of super wealthy people who want to impose their religious belief, whatever the belief they have, on the rest of us, okay, have been financing. And I've been telling you that, guys, for a while. All those things we see happening were not happening in the vacuum. People like him, they have cronies just like Leonard Leo, okay, doing their biddings for them. And again, there's a fund, I don't know how many of you have heard about that. They call it Patriot Fund Company or something like that in Texas. They backed up, it's a pretty slick thing, and it was on Mado last night. they were explaining how that fund company, Patriot Fund Company, now backed 4 different school districts, and they are trying to get more. It's a conservative organization. Well, I don't think it's a conservative, but I mean, thing. I feel it's like a MAGA movement. They're gonna be stopped, but they are hitting the sun is being shined on them. You know what I mean? Is it shone or shine? I can't think right now, but you guys know what I mean. There's a bright light, okay, on them now. And the same thing with Leonard Leo and that 90-year-old side guy. That's going to prevent. In fact, I saw Senator Whitehouse on Mado last night as well, talking about this very same thing, and he said the lights are being projected on these people. It's a good thing. So some Republicans, enough of them, were already that way. They want, I've seen people, you don't even, maybe it's my intuition. The minute you start talking to them, you can tell they are Republicans. Their mannerism, their way of thinking, you can tell. And they want things a certain way, yeah. Just like those people, regardless if a woman, if they are carrying a baby, a non-viable fetus, they will, no, you have to get used to dying. You've lived for this long, so what if you die? If you have to carry the fetus to full term. Can you believe this? These people have been in the Republican Party. Nobody changed them. Trump simply enhanced it and puts it, make it what it is today. Just put it in the air, but it's a good thing anyway. Yes, it's a challenge. We recognize the challenge and we will take care of it. Just like Biden called them out last night, and I felt it was the right thing to do. So these people have always been in the Republican Party. That's intuitively what I feel. Okay. Colette Coates, oh, this guy has major problem, Colette. Colette says, what about Rick Scott complaining about Biden going on vacation in Delaware while on his yacht in Italy? Well, there was a big thing on TV. I don't remember if it was this morning or yesterday morning. They were laughing at him for doing just that. And also, he has some issues with McConnell over they don't have money. And I'm sure Rick Scott is used to the fantastic, wealthy life. Spend money on private jets. Yeah, from what I understand, it was on MSNBC and intuitively I feel that's correct. Him and McConnell are going to have words at some point. Yep. Joe Tilson says, Pluto return is driving people crazy. That's for sure. Oh my God. Rita Moon is asking, Milu, did you see the video of the Mexican-American woman assaulting the Indian woman? It's really disturbing behavior. I have in-laws who think like her. We don't get along anymore. I know I did not see it, but I'm sure, I take your word for it, it's pretty sick. And I saw a video of a policewoman. I just couldn't believe it. She stopped another woman. And first of when the police stops you, they give you an order, you follow because you don't want to get into a fight with these people. And after she dragged the woman by her hair at first, and then she pulled the woman by her coat to drag her out of her truck, slammed her on the ground, and after that, the woman was still talking, and she started slapping the woman. And I believe by that time the woman was in handcuffs. So that's what, when I read your post, Rita, that's what came to mind. No, it's not pretty, and it's really crazy. These people also, they are sooner or later, those bullies, they meet the match. So I'm glad though. I'm sure, hopefully somebody stopped her. Oh, Lina Melling is asking, Milo, do you see Navalny getting out of jail alive? Yes. And yes, he's still alive. I don't feel, You know, Putin is crazy, but he's not that crazy. And also, there is something new that started in Russia. That new, well, the people who bombed that young lady's Dugan's daughter's car. Okay, there are things that are happening in Russia. Okay, there is a movement that's just starting. And I feel like saying, did you guys see all those fires, all those crazy things that were happening since the war in Ukraine started? And totally, I feel like saying this is going to get more intense. Putin, Putin is trying to get, I don't know, about 100,000 more soldiers or something like that. I don't remember the exact number to send to Ukraine to fight. He's just buying time. Putin knows he's lost. He can't keep Ukraine. He has to get out. And I'm not saying that because, I don't like what he's doing. You just walk into somebody's country and you start killing them, saying that the country belongs to you, just to elevate yourself. But I feel Putin knows he's lost. He's afraid. He doesn't know what to do next. So he's doing anything and everything, trying to buy time. Basically, that's what he's doing, saying that he's recruiting more people to send to Ukraine. And from what I understand, people are not volunteering. So, but it's all a bluff. That he's just trying to buy time because him and people around him, his enablers, they don't know what to do next. Brazilian Crystal says Putin got drones from Iran. Talk about desperation. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Adi said 137,000 new soldiers. Putin knows that's not going to help because Ukrainians are better trained right now. They are well equipped. They have good weapons. They know how to use them. And they are it's unbelievable how they're pretty effective at using the weapons and also their approach to war. Putin is surprised. So it's a matter of time. That's what him and people around him are doing. They're trying to figure out a way. They're just stalling, hoping this would go away, a miracle would happen, but that's not going to happen. Okay. Oh, I'm looking for a question. 1 second. Oh, somebody. 1 second. All right. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. I answered all the questions that I have written on my. All right. I think this is it, friend. What is more important, golfing or helping the people? Uh-oh. Right on time. Gwendolyn Rollins, thank you for letting us know, said the redacted affidavit has been released. All right. It's time for me to go. Oh, well, I'm going to be busy starting at 1, so we'll see. But at least I'll have an idea of what's in it. I won't be surprised, though. Okay, friends, thank you very much for spending time with me. I know all of you can't wait and to watch what's involved here, what they released. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, or you can call me on my YouTube number or send me an email. We can negotiate a time that's good for both of us to talk. If you like the channel, please subscribe, and also don't forget to tap on the notification bell, and please give me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. I will see you all tomorrow. Members, don't forget we have a practice session tomorrow, and I will be here again for our regular Saturday sessions at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So I will schedule it anyway. I can't schedule two things at the same time. So I will schedule the member meeting, and then I'll schedule the usual Saturday night meeting or stream, however we want to call it. Thank you, everyone. I will see you all tomorrow. Till then, bye. Going to watch TV.